Hi, it's David from Life with Parkinson's. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing. For everybody else, thank you for coming back and watching another episode. Today we're going to talk about 3 simple ways we can hit back against Parkinson's. They're so simple, they're so easy to do, but I find myself, I quite often forget to think about them to my own dismay. Just a quick update here on a couple things. As of filming this episode, we have nearly 100 signatures on the petition for the House of Commons. Thank you, everyone in Canada, for signing it and for circulating it and spreading it around, but we need to do a little bit more. We need to really get it out there, tell all our friends, our family, our contacts, everybody on Facebook. If you're not in Canada and you know someone who lives there, pass along the petition. We need at least 500 signatures to get it to the floor on the House of Commons. And my local MP, Dan Albas, is supporting this petition. So Dan, thank you so much for spearheading this campaign and for caring about people with Parkinson's. We really appreciate it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about here is our mental health. And in my opinion, for Parkinson's, that is a big one. First, because we all know that Parkinson's can produce depression-like symptoms all on its own. So it doesn't mean you're actually depressed, but you just feel that way. If you are feeling that way and you're like, I don't feel depressed, but I am depressed, then you can talk to your doctor. They have really good antidepressant pills these days. And when you think about it, really, Parkinson's is a battle for our brain because that's where it attacks us. And that's where, as far as I know, all of our emotions are produced in our brain. So it's just a good thing just to think about, how is your self-care? How is your state of mind? Are you getting out there and talking to other people? Are you shutting yourself in at home, which is probably not a great thing to do, but I know I've done it. Are you getting out and doing what you can do? Are you changing your morning routine? Are you getting up and saying, oh, this is just a crappy day? I've still got Parkinson's, yip, yeah, yeah. Oh crap, it's the morning, and I still have Parkinson's. Or are you, wow, oh what a beautiful morning, oh what a beautiful day. I've got a very good feeling, everything's going my way. Woo! Just taking a few simple steps to address this issue could help you a lot. Meet a friend for coffee, have someone over, visit. I know getting out into like public places is difficult. I struggle with it sometimes. But maybe there's a friend you haven't seen for a while or a family member. Meet them for coffee, have them over. I'm just throwing ideas out there, but I went out and had breakfast with my support group leader on Tuesday, and it was the first time I'd actually been out to a restaurant in I can't remember how long. And going out for breakfast is actually one of my favorite things, so it was nice to do that. And then he gave me a ride to support group, and we had a rather nice morning. And I got to go for a walk. So I went for a 20-minute walk over to the local A&W. So I got my walk in, I socialized, I got out and did something different for once, and it turned out to be a really good day. If you are recently diagnosed and you're just feeling stuck, just realize it took me 2 years to get over my diagnosis and just to feel semi-normal again. So what are you doing about your physical health? When your mental health starts to go, I find for myself anyhow, that my physical health is the next thing to go, because if I don't feel like getting up and getting my rear out of bed, I'm not going to want to go for a walk around the complex. And the loop around my complex is just around 1 kilometer. If you take the corners wide enough, each lap is 1 kilometer. And I try and do 3 to 5, depending how I feel. If I'm having a really bad day, I'll just do the 1 or 2, and I'll still be like, yay, I did 1 or 2. But I'd like to get back up to 5 or 6 again, because I know that getting out there and walking and waving to everybody, because there's a lot of people that live here, and they're all happy to be here. So they always wave and say hello, and that's kind of nice. It kind of gets me out of that little funk that I'm in. But just getting out and doing something. Or Haley kicks me out the door and says, you're getting on my nerves, go for a walk. And the other thing I like to do is, if it's really hot outside and I can't go outside, I like to get on my elliptical trainer. I'll try and get on there a minute or two, like every half an hour throughout the day, just so I'm getting that constant raised heartbeat, and it feels really good. Bicycle, bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. Do what you can do, and get a walk buddy, right? If you've got a walk buddy or two, then you've got someone on your team coming to your door, dragging you out. If you need your cane, take your cane. If you need your walker, take your walker. If you need your wheelchair, take your wheelchair. Just getting out of those 4 walls that are trapping you inside your home can make a world of difference. And pace yourself, right? It's not a race. Do what you can do. Don't worry about what others are doing. Do the exercise that you can do. I remember when I was growing up, okay, Richard Simmons was a big thing. And I've never been able to forget this episode of Richard Simmons. He went to visit this lady, her name was Happy, and she was really badly out of shape. She was overweight, and I don't know, somehow Richard got her up and got her exercising, but she was exercising in bed first. That was her first step. And it was, I'm almost 50 now, and I remember this episode. It was really inspiring just to see her just start exercising in bed, sitting up, exercising in bed, walking around the bedroom, going through this whole progression. So there is always something we can do, even if we're lying on the couch. For some people, it's really hard to get up, but maybe there's something you can do when you're lying down. Talk to a physiotherapist, talk to your doctor, talk to your care team. Maybe there's something you can do. I believe in you. And the third thing I'd like to suggest is get a new hobby. If Parkinson's has taken away a lot of the things you like to do, then I know there's something out there that you can do, and you can learn something new. It can be a lot of fun. I never thought basket weaving could be this much fun. Woo! I think replacing an old hobby with a new hobby can really get our minds going again and give us something to look forward to, because hey, there isn't always something to look forward to with Parkinson's, but we can find something to look forward to. Don't get me wrong, I'm not being critical on anyone. I just think there's always something we can do. We just have to find something and give it a chance. I just heard a little while ago that they were talking about ping pong being a good therapy for Parkinson's at the latest World Parkinson's Conference. Oh yeah, I mentioned I got depressed. Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody knows. I told them I take 2 antidepressants. So those are my 3 quick tips to hit back against Parkinson's. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I always look forward every week to reading everybody's comments. They're so encouraging. I really appreciate you guys sharing your life with me and others at the same time. So let's continue to take this journey together. Thank you for watching and supporting this channel. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Have a good day. Goodbye.